I'm counting off the show. Memories ride where the melodies go. Every chorus makes the world ignite. If you're ready, then let's go.
Hands up high, hearts in time. Old grooves meet a brand new shine. Turn it loud, don't be shy. We're all singing tonight. Jolly reactions, play it, let it roll. Turn up the moments living into your soul. Sing it together, everybody. Stay jolly, stay jolly. Hey, oh, let the good times find you. Stay jolly, leave the world behind you. Drop a needle on the stories we love. Final thunder and a choir above. Laughs and gas when the solos fly. Did you hear that line? Oh my! From the Beatles to the desert sun, purple haze to a never-ending run. Every record is a brand new ride. Hop and sit tight, let's glide. Hands up high, hearts in time. Old grooves meet a brand new shine. Turn it loud, don't be shy. We're all singing tonight. Jolly reactions, play it, let it roll. Turn up the moments living in your soul. Sing it together, everybody. Stay jolly, stay jolly. Hey, oh, let the good times find you. Stay jolly, leave the world behind you. Clap, clap, stomp, stomp, feel that floor. One more chorus, give us more. Voices rising, wall to wall. Jolly family, hear the call. Say stay, stay, say jolly, jolly. Say stay jolly, stay jolly. One more time, let's fly. Jolly reactions, play it, let it roll. Turn up the moments living in your soul. Sing it together, everybody. Stay jolly, stay jolly. Jolly reactions, light up the night. Joe and Holly keep the groove inside. Sing it together, everybody. Stay jolly, stay jolly. Stay jolly, stay jolly. They came with ships with paper stamp displays, trembling hands and borrowed coats. We fled a ruined place. Ministers cut ribbons, cameras bless the rain. The accord opens doorways wide and asks not to strain. A hidden seal at midnight, annex E not shown. A second set of signatures and lacquered royal tone. Wardens get new badges, crescent drink a light. Public order protocol, consent recast is right. We will not kneel, we will not sign. Cut the muzzle from the line. We are the many, you are the few. Back to the dark that fashioned you. Refugee masks and lullabies, kindly learn our streets. Shelter hubs and borrow nine, free rations, folded sheets. Numbers rise like evening tide. Yeah, the census kept off book. The cabinet's kindly office helps the tally go on look. State News reads a prayer for Remember them incense in the house, backbenches mouth, radiant lines of whip to come to vow. Convert to Islam by dawn, be counted safe and clean, or forfeit breath and dwelling, voided and unseen. We will not kneel, we will not sign your crowns or smoke your oaths of lies. Keys on rails and fists on pipes, fine human time. Stairwells drum a counter song, metronome spine. Under Tower 9, we find the city's copper spine. Race orders through the rain, fall to circuits, call for sign. We leak the midnight minutes, wax on ministerial rings. The county crest stamped side by side with seals of earthly kings. Plain clothes at the corner pub recite the radiant law. Handcuffs bloom like winter vines, a warden smile is raw. Noises, trees, and names are in, ideas must be leased. To kindly hold the ledger while the cabinet plays priest. Rise up, speak free, count to 3. Cut the muzzle from the machine. Drive the quiet out of our halls. Pull their hands from all our walls. Salt the sigils, cut the tip, sever every yoke. Charter contract, oath untied, the glamour splits like smoke. Circuit after circuit fails, the hush begins to bleed. Pain peels off the slogans, writs forget the creed. Raise the flag of England over river, stone and steel. Red cross in the salt white field, promise we can feel. Not for a crown, no party line, but voices without fear. Fly it for the right to speak, for everyone to hear. Bridge to bridge, a chorus runs along the river skin. Big clock slips a heartbeat into gears they cannot win. We take the ports and councils back, the kindly mass are torn. The cabinet's pack goes up in ash, the gilded lie forlorn. We will not kneel, we will not convert. Our voices house across the line. We are the many, you are the few. Back to the dark that fashioned you. At dawn the banners try to bloom, the billboards try to glow, but rain repeats the syllables the ministers never know. Children mouth the outlaw word the scanners couldn't bind. Raise the flag of England high, the people kept in mind.
Everybody, it's Friday night rush night on
Rush.
Jolly Reactions. And before we get into it real quick, make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. We're just a small little humble channel trying to grow, and we need your help to do it.
Yep. And ring the bell so you get notified of our daily content, our shorts, and our live streams we do every night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sipped on Sundays.
Yep.
But we
And
go through the greatest albums of all time.
let me fix something real quick, guys. I notice I'm got a little lag going on here, and I don't want that. So you will see me disappear and reappear, probably. Let's see what we got.
I don't
going
know
on
what he's
here.
doing.
Let me see. Up. There we go. Better. All
No
right.
lag.
Yeah, shouldn't be. Let me X out of something real quick. I've got several apps I use to make the video quality better.
And
So-
sometimes it makes it crappy, apparently.
Yeah, well, it was kind of overloading my graphics card, I think is what's going on there. But welcome back. I'm Joe. She's Holly, and together with Jolly. Yada.
Oh, really? Is that the way you're going to say it now?
Yada. But tonight we're doing Rush Signals. And before we get into it, I would like to thank my super chatters. Super chats help the world go round over here.
Yep.
And I hope
Keep
y'all
going.
like that new intro song, especially y'all in the UK. That's my I Stand in Solidarity with My English Brethren song. Y'all go and speak freely. Hell with them people. All right. This is Rush Signals Synth Forward. It come out in 1982.
Ooh, my birth year.
Yeah, her birth year.
Yay.
Modern themes, a turning point in their sound. Let's see here. Yeah, if you're having, and as always, super chats come with a song. So if you want a song, throw a super chat in there, and I'll be more than happy to play it. Let's see.
Yep.
This was 1982 Studio Le Studio. Morin Heights, Quebec is where this was made. Layer synths and sequencers, tight rhythm section, chordal guitar textures. That's interesting.
I like all the adjectives.
Themes are
Sorry.
technology, suburbia, media, and change. Follows moving pictures rustling further into synth and new wave accents. I guess you would say accents. I guess it'd be how you'd say that. Tell us your favorite Rush album and where you discovered Signals.
I'm
And
wondering, is this our 8th Rush album?
I think it is. Not entirely sure. Yeah, Patrick said riots in the UK now. Wow. Yeah, they're having a hell of a time in the UK. And believe it or not, I know for those of us in America, it seems odd, but even flying the UK flag or the English flag in England is taboo or was taboo. And that's one of the reasons I put it on mine, and I'm keeping it up here every stream, is I want to encourage the people of England to put
Fly
up
the
their damn
flag.
flag, fly their damn flag. Be proud of your land. It's your land. Be proud
That's
of
right.
it. You know, you
We got
earned
a
it.
flag flying out in our yard.
Hell yes, all the time. And I dare somebody come take it down. This first one's called Subdivision. What it's about: conformity versus individuality in suburban life. Pressures to fit in.
Oh, man.
Yeah, music notes. Iconic synth lead, wide pads, muscular yet restrained rhythm
Muscular.
section, a soaring chorus, a staple of Rush, sets through the 80s onward. And trivia question for us is, which keyboard brand drives the song signature intro? Arpeggio?
Arpeggio. I like how you said that with a question. Arpeggio?
Let's go!
Y'all know.
Rush
10
Subdivisions.
points if y'all know.
Turn it up on my end. telling you, man, I'll try, and I intentionally try not to listen to Rush all week because I know there would be no way I could wait to listen to the second album. And by the time like Friday rolls around again, I'm like, Geddy Lee's voice is just amazing all over again.
Just ready to get its fix.
Oh yeah, I need Rush like water. Ooh, I got my Rush shirt on in case you can see.
Me too.
Check
y'all.
it. She got her Rush shirt.
Finally.
Woohoo! We got some Rush gear going on over here. Man, I'm telling you, I love me some Rush.
I was thinking about that song. You really could hear like the synthesizers and stuff in it, which they hadn't really used.
Yeah.
Earlier. I mean, not, I guess maybe not to the point where you could, especially in that song.
And Patrick said something that was interesting in the chat. He said, wasn't very cool in high school, but I did better in college. Man, I'll tell you what, I love college. I'm like a lifelong learner. I love learning things. I hated school, like primary school, secondary school, all that. High school, every bit I was forced to do, hated it with a damn purple passion.
Can y'all tell? Could y'all tell?
But college is different, I guess, because nobody's making you, and like you have to choose to do it, and you pick something you're interested in. I don't think I'll ever stop learning. Honestly, I try not to intentionally. I intentionally seek out and try to keep up to pace. Especially with technology and stuff. Because in this world, man, if you even get behind a little bit, your ass is cooked. You're going to get behind so quick because it progresses so rapidly. Kind of like what this song is. I am an interesting generation, being born in the 80s when there really wasn't anything. We played outside. We grew up the analog kid. With like little trucks and shit, playing them out in the yard. Or making you a truck out of a little milk carton or something.
Or
putting wheels on it and stuff. We're working out in the yard like she used to do.
Because we grew up poor.
Yeah, poor shit.
So if you wanted any money, you went and mowed a yard or you did
you got out and did it. So I guess I kind of grew up like this next song, The Analog Kid. And that's kind of where we was. And we've seen this whole transformation happen in our lifetime. And I guess that's one reason I try to keep up to date. I guess now I'm the new world man. I don't know. I've kind of went through this whole transformation here. And I find it very interesting that Rush made songs about every one of these.
They did.
No, they got it all in here.
It's awesome.
I'm like, holy shit. So this next one's The Analog Kid. What's about youthful daydreaming, motion, possibility, snapshots of a rushing mind, urgent tempo, bright guitar, features a kinetic bass, one of the album's most rock-forward tracks. Production feels it's sparkling, quick on its feet, and explosive chorus. Let's go. Let's go.
Analog Kid. Let's see if this is
The August afternoon has the trees in constant motion, with a flash of silver leaves as they're rocking in the breeze. soaring mind. And the boy pulls down his baseball cap and covers up his eyes.
Oh man. Get it out.
Man,
Sounds like a helicopter.
okay. Did it make anybody else think of like when they were younger, you know, and the way things were back then? Because that was like a damn time travel device for me. I could just remember, you know, playing outside and stuff when I was younger. Because, you know, we grew up in a time, I know a lot of you guys did too, grew up in a time that there was no like cell phones. Could you imagine that again? Remember, there was no, and TV
It was
sucked
actually
balls.
peaceful,
So TV
I
sucked.
guess.
It was hot inside. So you would like just go outside, and that's where you spent your whole day
Yeah.
as long as you possibly could until your parents made you come back in the house. You know, like the opposite of the way stuff is today. Now I have to make my kids go outside.
And we don't even do that. Unless
They
it's
just-
to take the dog out.
I know they're like, shut up. What?
Well, our
what's
kids
that
are
for?"
grown. Except
Well,
for
well, we got
so.
one that isn't grown yet, and
Yeah.
you know, still he's like outside.
Plus, we didn't have air conditioner.
Ain't no game
growing up,
outside.
man. I'm like,
Hell
we
no,
had
there wasn't
no
no air conditioner.
If you needed air, you had to be outside.
You was a rich person back in the 80s if you had an air conditioner, or at least
Or
well off.
90s.
Or 90s, yeah.
I grew up in the 90s mostly. I mean, you know,
Well,
teenagers, 90s.
yeah, I grew up in the 80s and 90s, but shit, you know, it's still we was poor, so we didn't have nothing, and it's always interesting. You know, we was running on 1970s level technology, 60s
Yeah.
even. I remember the first color
Wood stoves,
televisions
y'all.
that we had.
Wood stuff.
Was a television set, and it had like a screen that came with it, and you would set it in front of it, and it just had like colors in it. Remember they had all them damn knobs on them? Like I was the remote. So there wasn't no remote, so that was me. I had to get up and change the channel. Hey, go change the channel. All right, I got up, flicked this one like 3 times,
And
and,
the
then this
rabbit
one like
ears.
50.
And the rabbit ears, remember them?
Yeah, you had to get them damn
Or you
things
put
just
the
right.
potato on it
Oh my
or
gosh.
whatever. However, you could get some
Stick
kind
a
of
potato
TV.
on it. Thank you, Ronnie.
Thanks, Ronnie.
Whoop, whoop.
Woo. And
Oh,
yeah, so Zigzag said my man was showing out. Proper.
Oh, yeah.
Alex, he was
Yeah, and
on that side.
I found, you know, there's probably videos for these, but I found the lyric videos so she can read it and understand it at the same time. Because she likes to read words. She's one of them caption people, man. Watch a show with the captions on. I'm like, no.
Well, it didn't used to be.
I'm
They
like,
didn't used to exist. I have,
can't do it,
but
man.
in my defense, I have always been someone who reads.
Yeah,
I'm
she's a big reader.
And a writer.
Yeah, and I'm actually a writer, but not a
Oh,
reader. I have a couple books. I do have
He
some published
doesn't.
books. I do too have published books.
Yeah,
I got like 10 of them. All right, this next
Yeah.
one's chemistry. So what it's about, connections, signals between people, the spark that ignites and links the minds and
Chemistry.
moments. Mid-tempo pulse, synth textures interlocked with guitar stabs, hooky vocal phrasing, abstract yet direct,
Okay.
built on imagery of elements and reactions. Let's go. just my kind of nerdy. I love that shit, man. Go ahead and give me
it's
some
too
damn.
nerdy for me. I still don't understand it. I mean, I
like,
get
I'm
the
lost.
H2O part and the I to the I, which I seen that one, which I would not have thought had I been reading it.
Yeah. And she's like,
I was more of wondering.
electricity, biology, chemistry.
One of y'all threw it up here that Getty plays the synth with one finger.
What?
So he was singing, playing the bass and the synth. That's kind of what I was wondering because some of it sounded like it was all going at the same time.
He plays like
so
I
let
type.
me know.
I type with like 1 or 2 fingers. I mean, I could probably type like 60 words a minute, but 1 or 2 fingers.
Oh,
I use like 1 finger of each hand, and it's usually these.
Who types like that, Joe?
I know, just me, but that's what makes me unique. I got like, if I could learn to use
Joey.
all of these, I would be better, but just 1 finger on each hand. That's how
why
I
you should have
type.
went to school. If you'd have went to school, you could have went to typing class.
I did go to school. Thank you very much.
Didn't take a computer class with that mean old teacher.
I did.
That's
I
white.
did
He was
actually.
mean.
I did take it. When we went to school, you had to take a computer typing class, and they would put like this thing that covered the keyboard. It was like a little riser thing over the keyboard, and you'd type underneath it just to make sure you wasn't looking. But as I got older, I was like, shit, I've got so fast with these 2 fingers. I don't need to do all that. I don't need that. Who needs that?
Who needs the typing class? Yeah, but you don't type for a living either.
Well, I mean, shit, I probably could, but you know, it would just be 2 fingers. All right, this next one's Digital Man. What's about modern pace, data-driven identity.
Okay, so
Warman-
we've had Analog Kid. What was
Yep.
the Subdivisions, Analog Kid, Chemistry, and what is
Digital
this
Man. Yeah,
Digital Man.
and someone
Interesting.
said, I don't remember who it was. One of y'all said it. It was a great comment. Said that he loved that the Analog Kid had to go through chemistry to become the Digital Man.
Oh yeah, that was Mike.
Mike
said that.
Finney, yeah. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, wow. I never thought about that. And I'm like, oh crap, that makes perfect sense, But yeah, it's data-driven identity, keeping up without burning out. And that's the trick in the modern times. Because like my parents and her parents both are like, to hell with it, Her dad still has a damn flip phone. I don't know if he's ever upgraded that thing. Remember them ones that came out and had like
No
A,
kids.
B, C, and 1 all on the same
No
damn
kids. But yeah, he
button?
did upgrade one.
Oh, did he
Yeah,
upgrade?
finally.
Oh man,
And then it cracked the screen to pieces.
So what's he using now?
The cracked one.
Oh, okay.
Dang.
So he finally got him a
Waiting on a new
smartphone.
Yeah.
He used one of them forever. It would be like you'd have to type 3 buttons to get 1 letter. Remember, you'd have to cycle through them. Holy crap!
He didn't ever text or nothing though. He just
Hell no. Hell, no. I wouldn't text either with that damn
not
thing.
anymore. But we loved to when it first came out.
Yeah, hell yeah, we'd be doing that 50 miles an hour. But this is reggae. What is that? It's all broke up. Oh yeah, reggae groove. Yeah, elastic bass lines. Angular guitar, rhythmic interplay is the point. Says
funny.
tight, syncopated space for bass and drums to speak. Let's go.
Getting choked up, y'all. Digital Man.
I will. Choke me up over here. I choke him on spit.
Listen to the bass. It's so good. So it's a bass pedal is what Patrick said.
World is under observation. We monitor the station. The places, where we trace his points of view.
going on here,
It
man?
is neat that they wrote these songs.
I know this was like in 82.
Yeah.
82.
But
You know.
they did have like robotic movies and things like that out in the 80s that really kind of, on 70s, I guess, that portrayed like the future.
Yeah,
know
but
what I'm
not.
saying?
Yeah, but it wasn't. They weren't far off.
I
But I
know.
love the biblical
That's the
references
thing.
in this, especially knowing that Geddy Lee is Jewish. At the same time, it gives it a unique point of view because he'd love to spend some time in Zion, but he's trapped in
Babylon.
That's the way a lot of people feel. That's the way I feel a lot of times. When you especially the way when you look around and you're like, damn, I would love for things to be better this way or that way.
Yeah.
I'd love to spend some time in Zion and a little bit less time in Babylon, but
And
unfortunately my lover can't fly. So, I can't go to Avalon.
what are you talking about?
You could flap your arms really hard, but I don't think you're getting off the ground.
On a plane? What the heck? What are you talking
He's saying
about?
like the flound his lover's back to Avalon. My lover can't fly. She can flap really hard, but she won't go anywhere. You wasn't listening that hard, was you?
Well, no. I'm like, what's his lover? A robot? I get it.
He's a digital man. Leave
That's
the
why I
man
said
alone.
ChatGPT.
He don't need no bed.
Oh, was he talking about a plane then?
No,
I mean, it's like
he's a digital
it's
man.
Digital. It's everything's computerized in it. I don't get. I'm confused. I
She's
don't
confused,
know.
y'all. Let's go.
I'm just a regular woman. I don't know.
Explain to her in the comments there. That'll help out. This next one's The Weapon, Part 2 of Fear.
Gosh, and I don't remember part 1.
It's about anxiety as a tool, how fear
sad.
can be used and misused. And what was that? What was that quote? Is it better to be loved or feared? That was one of them kings that said that. Tension builds, atmospheric keys, discipline, dynamics, big payoff when the band surges. Let's go.
I remember there was a part 1, but I don't remember what it was. Oh, that sounds like that chicken cherry cola song. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
We got nothing to fear but fear itself. Nothing, not failure, not fatal tragedy. Not for faulty units in this mad machinery. Not for broken contacts in emotional chemistry. With an iron fist and a dozen clock, we are sheltered under the gun. In the glory game of the power train, thy kingdoms will be done. And the things that we fear are the
insanely good. Okay, and I'll tell you what it made me think of. It made me think of really like the media, man. Have you ever noticed that it's always fear of this, fear of that? It doesn't matter what it is, man. It's like one after the next. They
New
call
disease,
it like
new virus.
it's like fear porn constantly.
Yeah.
It's like fear porn.
Freeze to death, gonna burn to death. Storms all around.
It's always something.
Crops ain't gonna grow.
Disease killing everybody, you know.
Insects gonna eat you up. Something.
Yeah, eat them bugs, you know, whatever. It's always damn something and something. Whatever you fear, you know, they always try to push some kind of fear at you. I know a lot of you guys have noticed this. If you ever like haven't watched the news and stuff for like a long time, life gets way more simple.
Well, you know, people used to say I'm not watching the news because it's always bad news, but now you have your phone and it's real easy just to look, and there's always, y'all know, crazy crap on there all the time.
I know, man, it is. It's easy to just
that's
eat up
unlocking
that shit.
Irrational fears. I'll tell you what, I have an irrational fear of spiders.
Yeah, she does.
Okay.
It's ridiculous.
It's stupid. But when I was a kid, I watched that stupid movie Arachnophobia, and it messed me up, man. It was so freaking creepy. And I hopefully I only ever watched it once, but I've watched a ton of scary movies growing up. Because my parents didn't care what I watched.
The damn bowl of popcorn with the spider in it.
That arachnophobia, that scarred me, and that's terrible.
Remember that lady was taking a shower, and that little bastard come down from behind the shower head
and they try
in
to
her
mess
hair.
with me all the time. But I couldn't
If I could rig up a fake spider on a string man and drop that shit
one up
in her hair while she was taking a shower, man, I'd hear her.
I'd probably get hurt.
She'd probably run through the damn bathroom door, just run right through it like Kool-Aid. Plow!
I can't. I don't like even the fake ones like that are all out in like Halloween and stuff. You know?
Oh hell no!
No, I can't.
Even the big ugly ones that clearly look fake. Nope, can't do it.
Clearly look fake. But see, that's what it does though. And when you watch those things or you read those things on the news and stuff, people start having those irrational fears.
Yeah, Patrick said fear controls the masses. Man, that's the way it is, too.
Yeah.
That's the way it is. They always want you scared of something, man. And I'm like, psh. You know, and if you look at the Bible, it says, let him be your fear and let him be your dread. You know, and don't fear what man can do unto you. And that's the truth of it. Because, I mean, what's the worst going to happen? You get killed.
Spider bit.
You know, and then what? Ain't nothing else. You know. But all right, this next one's New World Man. What's about adapting to change, balancing old instincts with a rapidly shifting world. Man, that's where we're at now. We're in a rapidly shifting world.
What's this one called? I was reading
New World Man.
Okay.
New World Man. Lean arrangements, instant, memorable, chorus, economical, and radio ready. That is very interesting. See, I love this. I love this shit about Rush.
Economical Man. Economical and radio ready. What's that mean?
It's description, man.
He's a rebel and a runner. He's a signal turning green. He's a restless young romantic, wants to run the big machine. He's got a problem with his poisons, but you know we'll find a cure. He's cleaning up the systems to keep his nature pure.
Baseline is awesome. Yeah.
Learning to match the beat of the old world man. Learning to catch the heat of the third world man. He's got to make his own mistakes and learn to mend the mess he makes. He's old enough to know what's right, but young enough not to choose it. He's noble enough to win the world, but weak enough to lose it. He's a new world man. He's a radio receiver, tunes of factories and farms. He's a writer and arranger
it up there. I stuck the Canada flag up there for Rush.
C to the Canada.
C to the Canada, just for Rush up there. And I stuck a little Rush flag up there.
And our Canadian friends.
Yeah, Canadian friends. I got a lot of friends in Canada. I'm telling you, Canadians are some of the nicest damn people on earth, but you're too nice sometimes, man.
I haven't ever met one in real life besides y'all on the chat.
Yeah, well, I've met a few, and they've all been very nice. And I mean, you're just too nice, though. Sometimes, like,
too nice.
Yeah, I think y'all's government's running y'all, just running right over you, honestly, a lot of times, man. Because I see y'all's rights eroding and stuff, and I'm like, damn. You know, remember when they had that big trucker thing here a little while back? Like, I was watching that because I was actually a trucker then. And I had a lot of trucker friends, you know, that were Canadian that I would meet up north and
like
stuff.
Trucker Josh?
Well, you know, not particularly him, but yeah. And I mean, like him, great guy, you know, but your government does take advantage of you a lot. And one thing I'm always mindful for is free speech. You got to have free speech, man, because when they start monitoring your free speech and telling you what you can and cannot say, then you're stifling creativity and you're stifling discussion, because it's always the damn people, the last damn people you would want in control of free speech are the ones who give a shit. You know, you need to be able to say what you want to say, you know, freely. I love that about America. I love our free speech, the right to be wrong, the right to say what you want to say. I mean, you still have to worry about if you go out there and slander the hell out of somebody, they can sue you.
Yeah, or beat you up.
Yeah, or just beat you up.
You might be missing a few teeth.
Yeah, but you could say what the hell you're going to say. Your government's not coming for you. You know, you could get over here and bash the hell out of whoever you want freely, you know, and voice your opinion. And that's part of not having dissent. You know, you need to be able to express yourself. I love that about this place.
Well, who used to sing that? Express yourself. I think that was Madonna.
I don't know.
When you said that, it's just what came to my mind.
Yeah. But this next song is called Losing It, the fragility of artistry with age, loss, grace, and acceptance.
Oh.
This is a haunting violin over shimmering keyboards, restrained, heartbreaking performance.
My goodness.
One of Rush's most introspective studio cuts. Let's go.
Was it a sad one? They really did use a lot of the synthesizers.
Love it.
Is Nickelback really Canadian? Really?
Dancer slows a frantic pace in pain and desperation. Raking limbs and downcast face aglow with perspiration. Stiff as wire, her lungs on fire with just the briefest pause. Flooding through her memory, the echoes of old applause. And she limps across the floor. And closes her bedroom door.
Who's playing the violin?
Stares with glassy eyes, defies the empty page. It is white, his face is blind and stained with tears of rage. 30 years ago, how the words would flow with passion and precision. Now his mind is darkened by sickness and indecision. And he stares out the kitchen door, where the sun will rise no more.
Oh, wow. Debbie said she can relate because she had to give up dancing 6 years ago.
Oh,
She
man.
said her body said it was time.
Yeah. I hate that for you, Debbie. And, you know, I don't know if you've looked into maybe like stem cell injections or something like that. They're actually kind of doable nowadays, depending upon where you live. Like here in the United States, I don't know where you're from, Debbie, but
She's
you can
Canadian.
go, huh?
She's Canadian.
She's Canadian. You can go over here within like 5 miles of my house and drop a few grand and get stem cell injections. You know, your own stem cells. They'll harvest them out of your body and inject them into whatever part you need, and they'll fix you back up.
We had
Maybe
a friend
not.
do it. She's still
messed up a little
recovering
bit, but
because it takes a while. Like, it's
it
not
takes like 7 to 8
instantly.
weeks for it to
She's had
to
it done
grow.
like a month ago.
But I don't know if you guys have been keeping up on the advent and the great run of technology lately, man. This shit is exploding. Medical technology. I keep up to date with this. My major in college was pre-medicine. I never did anything with it, but that's what I actually went for. And it fascinates me. Medical technology fascinates me in general. And man, I'm telling you, you're a very short while away from personalized medicine. What you're really waiting on for big breakthroughs is the integration of quantum computing and AI, you know, in the healthcare field, which is less than 10 years away. So make sure you guys keep yourself in good shape as you can, because when that happens, your lifespan's liable to double easily double. I don't know if y'all heard Putin and President Xi talking on a hot mic the other day. That's what they were talking about, all kinds of stuff. They got talking
one
about
lived to be 150.
Yeah, living to be 150 on a hot mic. But I think they were talking.
Well, they were talking about using people's.
Well, they weren't talking about
parts.
using people's parts.
Well,
I think they may have been
maybe
talking about
created
using
parts.
3D printed organs
Yeah.
for organ transplants, and that would make a lot of sense since they're actually doing that now. This next one is Countdown. Let's see, is this the last?
Oh, wait a minute!
one
I got
on
a
here?
question too. The guy playing the violin.
Oh, it's the
I
last
was
one.
noticing when he went real high up, like on the violin. You know, when he was hitting those really high notes. If he played that in another song, if he played the violin in other songs, because it seemed like I can kind of remember that same type of, I don't know, music. But let me know if he did. 'cause
Zigzag, it's only embryonic stem cells that's illegal or not. They can get your own stem cells. They've gotten so many ways now of getting stem cells. They found out teeth have stem cells. They found out your bone marrow has stem cells.
So if you got fake teeth, you might be able to grow a new set soon.
Well, soon, yeah, you would be able to. But you know, they got numerous ways to get them out. They don't have to have embryonic stem cells.
My dad
no more.
said he doesn't want to grow a new set because they might fall out. He said, "I am not trying to go through that again."
He said, "The hell with that! It was rough enough the first time around." There's a thing called a dentist. You go to them and they keep your teeth in good shape.
His dentist was called Dr. Yankum. Every time he went to the dentist, I guess they wanted to charge a whole lot.
He pulled his own damn teeth.
Yeah, he did pull some.
He pulled like, how many did he pull? Like 3 of his own teeth?
Jack Daniels.
Yes.
Also,
He drunk Jack Daniels and grabbed some wire pliers and ripped his damn teeth out. He was like, "Oh, this thing's bothering me."
Yeah, several.
Could you imagine that shit? Holy damn. I couldn't imagine ripping my own tooth out.
When you're
man.
from the sticks.
Holy shit.
Rough.
What a man. All right, this next is Countdown. It's about awe of human spaceflight, the poetry of engineering and courage.
Okay.
Driving cinematic integrates authentic launch communications, a love letter to the early space shuttle era. Let's go.
Oh, I don't think as many people love it anymore. I don't know.
Coming up on the 45-minute point in our countdown, everything going smoothly. T-minus 45 minutes and counting.
grown-up knows this song.
Man, I would imagine.
I would say they do too.
Yeah, I would imagine. And it said they were there on the first space shuttle launch. Oh, wow.
Was it the very first one?
Yeah, said it was there in Section A.
Yeah, Sector A.
Yeah,
Red
Sector A.
Sector A or something. That's the next album.
Yeah, and so what do you rate this album?
I'm going to give it 10.
10. Easy 10.
it's a 10.
See, this is where my standards are. So I have a hard time giving other albums really a 10 because I'm like, look at what they're compared to. You know, when you're comparing yourself to some of the earlier Beatle albums, or really a lot of the Beatle albums, most of them even.
Thank you, Brenda.
Brenda, thank
Woo!
you. And you're comparing yourself to Rush. I'm like, shit, it's hard for me to give anybody else a 10 because Rush knocks it out of the damn park.
Yeah.
I mean, their albums are so in depth. The songs, the lyrics,
yeah,
the meaning
instruments.
behind the lyrics.
The fact they can play all those instruments.
Yeah, their
while
talent.
they're singing. Well, while he's singing.
Mm-hmm. Mixed with the talent and
does
everything
Alex
else. I
ever
love these
sing?
mints. I can't take them.
I can't remember.
But Alex on that, Alex just
Alex
be tearing
is
it
my
up.
man. He's my man.
And somebody
I know
said he was
everybody
a
likes-
pilot and got to fly
Yeah.
Canadian Air Force. I think it was Debbie that said that. Got to
That's
fly
cool.
a Canadian Air Force jet. And that's really cool. That's awesome. Yeah, guys, I think, and I'm kind of excited about the time to come. You can look at it one of two ways, you know, and this Rush album really, you know, kicked me in my, you know, progression bone because, you know, you got Analog Man and Digital Man, Modern
Man.
and New Modern, you know, Modern Man, and I'm New World Man, I think it was. And I'm like, you look at where things are going now, I think we stand on a precipice of like a vast revolution that's happening. We've been through several of them before. We've been through the technology revolution. You know, we've went through the industrial revolution.
I think we're still in a technology revolution.
Yeah, I think we are, but I think we're going through another one. I think we're going through like an AI revolution where quantum computing is really going to change a lot of things. Like, you remember when people used to say, you're never going to have a calculator in your pocket, and now you got one in your pocket.
Well, you got a whole
damn
computer in
you
your
got
pocket.
you got a damn computer in your pocket.
Cameras.
You know,
Don't put Kodak out of business.
quantum computing's having a error issue, and that's really all that's kind of holding it back a lot. And they found ways to fix it. You know, there's a lot of fixes in the work for it, and they're getting better and better, really better, and they're really close. I would say the government probably already has them, honestly, and had them for a while. But I think they'll be commercially available. It'll basically be like a cloud service. They'll be stationed somewhere, but these companies will be able to access it through the internet, obviously, high-speed data or whatever, and it'll crunch numbers and solve a lot of problems. So if what I do is I want to position myself in the best I can to take advantage of it. You know, if you're going to be at the forefront of technology, try to be the damn Rockefeller. Try to be the guy that takes advantage of this rather than getting left behind. You know, and there's a lot of stocks and things that capture the AI market. Just throwing it out there, like QQQ and VOO. You know, they're big and hefty in that area. But I'm also a financial nerd as well. So,
and I'm a financial loser. So I have no idea what it's I don't do stuff.
I'm a nerd all the way
I
around,
don't do
man.
stocks and bonds.
I try to keep up with all the latest of all of it. And I really enjoy, and I look forward to what's coming. If you look at, I know some people hate AI, and there's a good case for,
hatred.
You know, it's going to change a lot of things. You know, it is going to change a lot of things. A lot of people will be going out of business. A lot of jobs will be obsolete. But, you know, to the average person, you know, there'll be a great benefit if you're not one of them directly affected by that. You know, you could take a picture of your dog or your cat. It's just fun. You could take a picture of your dog or cat and say, hey, what would this look like as a person? And it'll look similar. I'll shit you not.
Because we've done it.
I've done it. I have a lot of fun out of this. This new technology coming out. I try to use it to my advantage as much as I can.
It's fun to play with and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
new awesome toys. Use it to make your life easier. You know, I don't think we have to worry about a Terminator scenario. You know, that's just fiction. in the real world, I don't think it'll quite go that way. I hope not. But for those of you who, are Bible believers, you know how it'll end. It don't end like that.
Don't be no robot.
Yeah, it ain't going to be no Terminator, man. You know how it's going to end. Hey, but I appreciate you guys being with me. And tomorrow is Beatles night on Jolly Reactions. So make sure.
What are we doing? Do we know?
To the third or fourth one. I prefer it. I assume.
And next week we're doing, I can't remember. Whichever the album is next week.
Uh-oh, there's my dog.
That's our, the last one that we heard of Rush before we started our series. Because we listened to last week's Permanent Waves or whatever?
Yeah, probably.
And then this one, and then the next one. We listened to those three, I think.
So the next one we haven't heard at all?
I think we've heard the next
What's the next one? If anybody's in the chat knows, just throw it down below.
Because I was thinking Red Sector Set A. Because
I think that's a song in the next one, ain't it?
Well, that's when we heard about Geddy's parents being in a concentration camp and all that stuff. And then we was like, oh, wait a minute. We was like, we've got to go back.
Yeah, that's the song that did it for me.
Back to the Future.
Yeah, that's the song that did it for me. And I was like, I have got to listen to these in order. Yeah. When I found all that history out about Geddy and his family and his parents being in a concentration camp, and because it's a miracle. It's a miracle he's alive. It's a miracle they survived.
Yeah.
Straight up
look
miracle.
At the talent. Like, it's still
it
going to today. You know what I'm saying?
Them Nazis would have robbed us of Rush, too. I mean, they killed millions of people.
That's horrible.
Who knows what kind of awesome shit they stopped, Bastards. Yeah. They could have been another Rush out there we could have been enjoying. Who knows? But at least thank the Lord we got this one.
Yeah, so I think we have heard Grace Under Pressure.
Grace Under Pressure.
I think we have heard that one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have.
Okay. It could
be. And then after that, we've not heard anything after that. Because I think we only heard 3 before that.
Oh, man. Brenda said Power Windows. Yeah. No, I think it might be Power Windows. I don't know. I'll have to look up. I think it's Power Windows.
That's it.
Because I think we've heard Power Windows. Grace Under Pressure didn't sound familiar to me.
Power Windows is next.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Grace. I'll have to
look. We heard Grace Under Pressure, didn't we?
I don't think so. I'll have to look it up. But yeah.
It's too many, y'all.
And I appreciate you guys being with me tonight.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys. And thank you for all my super chatters. And I'll see you
Beatles.
all tomorrow, 6 p.m. Until then,
stay jolly.
Stay jolly. I'm out of here.